Bros, presented by GhostBed.com.
Yeah, welcome to Drinkin Bros, kids. Special guest on the show today, D'Anthony. We've got Aaron Wheelz, the godfather of extreme wheelchair sports. Aaron, welcome to the show. How are you, buddy?
Stoked, man. Thank you guys for having me. This is rad.
Of course, dude. I stole from you back in the day, and I wanted to have you on eventually. I posted underneath it because everybody was like, hey, man, give Aaron Wheelz some credit. I didn't know who it was. We made a fake Governor Abbott's, I don't want to say re-election video because it was a little early at that point. We were just proud of him not enacting masks in schools and all that other stuff. And obviously, he's a fellow wheelchair bro like yourself. And we had him doing some action stunts that were apparently you, and everybody knows who you are, so they were tagging you in it. I didn't give you the proper credit, and I just said, hey, I'll thank him on air, and we'll have him on the show one day.
Hell yeah. I think I actually remember seeing some of those clips. Oh. I just thought I was going to be elected for something.
Well, you still may be, right?
You might be, yeah, because it was wheelchair. We love to call him wheelchair, by the way. That's our thing. I don't know, like, how does that fit in the wheelchair community?
Because he's the only dude that's representing a statewide office in a fucking wheelchair. And then there's Madison Cawthorn, I guess, in
yeah.
But there used to be, what was the dude's name?
FDR?
No, nobody gives a fuck about FDR. In a way, the guy from Hawaii, weren't his legs fucked up from World War II or some shit? I don't remember.
Yeah.
And then there's Tammy Duckworth. So it's almost all fucking conservative people. I feel like there's not enough representation on the left.
No, probably not. And that's what we're here to talk about for the next hour. Totally kidding, Aaron. But do you know all your wheelchair bros and gals out there?
I mean, I see them rolling down the street. You know, you see someone else on a wheelchair rolling down the street, and you've got that bond. You're just like, sup, bro? Like,
is it like Jeep Wranglers with the stupid duck thing where they leave ducks on each other's?
No, they peace sign. So everybody in a Jeep Wrangler gives each other a peace sign.
They do that too, but they leave like little rubber ducks on each other's cars.
Do they really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing it, but my rubber ducks are gonna have like crystal meth inside of them because I feel like I'll be part of your fucking little gay brother
community,
thing, whatever it is, but I'm getting drugs involved somehow.
Sure.
Otherwise, what's the fucking point? If it's just a bunch of people hanging out because they have something in common and there's not drugs involved, that to me sounds either like a cult or some kind of gay shit.
I agree. Can I pitch something to you, Aaron?
Yeah.
So football players do this all the time. When it goes to the fourth quarter, they hold up the four as if like, hey, this is the time to really hold strong. You're on four wheels. I think you should hold up the four to each other, and it's just like, hey, dude, we're on four here. We're on four wheels
together. Four wheels?
Yeah. It's not two. Come on.
Are you sure about that?
Positive.
Pretty sure it's two.
Aaron, you're in a wheelchair. Answer the question.
Well, there's these little things in the front of the chair that spin.
Yep.
So I think that makes four.
No.
I'm not sure.
No. Does a tricycle is not
three.
Four. It's not four. Well, actually, it's four, technically. Right?
No, it's three wheels.
No, it's...
On a tricycle, it's tri means three.
Yeah, I understand what the word tri means.
Yeah.
But there's two wheels, front and back, and then there's two wheels coming off the sides as well. That's four, my man.
That's a training wheel for kids who can't do it.
That's right.
But a real tricycle is three wheels. A real wheelchair is four. I made this.
Pull up a picture of a fucking wheelchair.
It's four wheels.
They don't have four wheels?
It's four wheels.
No.
Yes.
Those little things in the front, that's nothing.
Aaron, do you know how hard it would be to just keep on two wheels all day? I mean, the balance you would have to have for that is crazy.
No, I don't know how hard that is. I'm a beast at wheelies, yo.
I know you are, but you're an amazing human who's doing. I mean, I'm looking at your videos here. I mean, it's crazy. Like you were in the Olympics.
Here we go.
There it is, four wheels.
Yeah. Here's what I want.
We got a picture on screen here.
Those little wheels in the front don't do shit. He does wheelies all the time.
It's for balance.
No, fuck balance. Core strength is where your balance comes from.
Well, that's why Aaron's a fucking legend. Everybody else is just in a wheelchair.
Yeah. That'd be funny if he came on the show today just to talk shit about other people in wheelchairs.
It'd be great. Who do you hate in a wheelchair?
What are you
currently?
fucking losers doing with those extra two wheels?
Yeah.
I want a wheelchair unicycle.
Ooh, is there one, Aaron?
Oh, I haven't seen that yet, actually. That's a unicycle's with 5 wheels, right?
No, it's just one.
Oh, yeah, then definitely. I haven't seen that yet.
No. I'm glad you don't know what unicycle is. That's amazing.
He doesn't have time for that shit.
No, you don't have time for that shit. You're too busy winning Olympics and fucking shit up. Again, watching your videos here, these are massively popular. You've got a huge Instagram following as well. How did you get into this, and why was the question?
So I basically got into it from hard drugs. Just like, no, I'm just messing. But I was just like really stoked on action sports, like growing up watching X Games and seeing the BMXers and skaters. It was just badass to me. And obviously I can't ride a bike or a skateboard. So the wheelchair was just kind of the solution to that problem.
Yeah. How did you lose the use of your legs, if you don't mind me asking?
I was born with a birth defect. It's called spina bifida. So it has something to do with your spine or something when you're being created in the womb. But it's kind of different with everyone that's born with it. So everyone's a little bit different. And, it's definitely had its trials, a lot of surgeries and stuff. But, honestly, I just think the wheels have been a lot of fun more than anything.
That's a great way to look at it. And I think, by the way, that's part of the allure of the fans that have been attracted to you and what you do specifically is you never really mention your injury in any videos. It's just you doing a bunch of badass shit all over the planet. And I'm sure you get this all the time, which is my next question is, I'm sure you get a ton of DMs and messages about how many people you've actually inspired with your videos. Is that the case? And if so, do you have time to answer all those people?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Like I get a lot of messages and, a lot of it's really cool. Stuff like, you changed the way I see my chair, or I thought my life was over, but like you've shown me that I can, do whatever I want, and stuff like that's really cool. And, it really motivates me. But honestly, I didn't really get into it for that. And I never really mentioned my disability just because it's like, it's just everyone's got their thing, and for me, it's spina bifida and I ride a wheelchair, but, the wheelchair just kind of seems more like, you're putting your shoes on, or you're riding a bike or a skateboard. And it's really just a way for me to get around. And, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean, some of this, though, is super dangerous. Again, I've watched a ton of your videos. We used them in that Greg Abbott thing. Have you had any serious injuries like concussions or broken arms doing what you do? Because some of these, you're going in like skateboarders into bowls and shit like that. I mean, I can't imagine there's not a lot of room for error in what you do.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty good at crashing, like everyone's got to be good at something. And as far as injuries go, I've been pretty lucky, no real broken bones. I've busted my teeth out, and, as far as concussions, I could probably give an NFL player a run for their money. But, I mean, that's not something to really brag about, I guess.
It's fine. That guy who just killed a bunch of people in South Carolina, massive CTE, I think you'll be good, Terrible to say.
Shit.
Welcome to Drinkin' Bros, Aaron. You know what I'm saying? We say the worst shit that everybody else is thinking. We'll go ahead and say it for you.
Who do you think has more concussions, you or Street Bike Tommy?
Ooh. Ooh, that's a hard one.
This is why you got to keep a punch card.
Yeah, right? You have to.
Because you get like a free sub sandwich every 15, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works with Subway anymore.
I don't either. But you were in Nitro Circus. Are you guys still doing stuff together?
Yeah, still working with Nitro and still hitting the ramp and, kind of doing some stuff. Talks of maybe doing some shows next year. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, a lot of things are getting canceled from the Omicron virus here.
Yeah. the one that's not hurting anybody. Yeah,
Even in Florida, I was surprised. There was a huge event in Jingle Ball in Florida. Massive concert got canceled yesterday. And Florida's Florida. And I'm like, oh, shit. I don't give a fuck there.
Well,
I'm sure you guys were postponed, right?
Yeah. It definitely kind of took a hit to the tours and stuff. They've been back up and running for a little bit now. So, it's kind of starting to pick up momentum again.
Nice.
Yeah, that's good. We saw some, or what is it? The monster truck people. They're back out on the road now too.
Yeah, monster truck's back out there. Dan and I went. We took the kids to see the monster truck. Holy shit, man! I enjoy that. There's some that go for it, like Gravedigger's still out there. Sorry, Gravedigger. We're not allowed to say a hard ER on this show anymore. Gravedigger is still the guy to beat. They put a chick in one of those cars, and I think it's to be like PC or whatever. She was terrible. She was terrible at it. You ever gotten in a monster truck?
No, not yet, unfortunately. I mean, my current chair that I ride is green and purple, inspired by Gravedigger.
Oh, shit.
But,
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's dope. He fucked shit up. Know this, Aaron. When he was out there, he fucked shit up, and it was awesome. Like, I was all in when Gravedigger was out there, but the rest of them, there was some spotty girls that were out there, and they were trying to hype up the crowd, and I was like, dude, you barely fucking did anything in that goddamn thing. Let's really ramp shit up. I want to see something flip, go into the crowd, like a wheel pop off and go into the crowd where you have to dodge it. That was old school. That's what used to happen. Now it's kind of safe, and they'll pull back on it.
What would be really funny is if Gravedigger did like this crazy performance, the best one anybody had ever seen for that crowd.
Yep.
And then he gets out of the truck and takes his helmet off, and it's Joe Biden.
And
the crowd would be like, no, no, you motherfucker.
Or he takes off his suit and he's like, I'm fucking trans now. There's no dick. The dick has been removed, the dick and balls. And you're like, yeah, dude, I didn't tell you who was digging that grave, man or woman. Fuck you. That would be rad, where you're like, all right, sweet. And then maybe he started digging a hole and put his own dick and balls inside. This is what the real burial is, Gravedigger.
And then because he's Catholic, he has a whole fucking mass for the dick and balls.
The priests come out?
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of work.
Touch the dick and balls before they bury it?
Joey Hinton in the audience here had a question. If you break your back doing a trick, will you have to walk for the rest of your life?
Ooh, good one.
Honestly, I have always worried about that.
Yeah.
That's like the top of my list of things I fear in life.
Well, we broke into your house and stole your diary, just like what's his name, the fucking Veritas guy did to Joe Biden's daughter. So,
yeah.
Or whatever happened.
Anne Frank, we got a copy of that around here too.
Yeah, that's one of the other ones.
Yeah, look, it's the holidays. You got to keep a copy of Anne Frank out.
So when's the next show you guys are going to do then?
As far as the touring schedule, I'm not actually sure at this point. Right now, I'm just kind of working on stuff at home, doing some film stuff and building chairs. So kind of taking some time to be at home for a bit.
Word.
Let me ask you this. Do people hit you up for custom chairs? And do you build them for other people where it's just like, hey, dude, I watch your videos. I want to kind of get into what you're doing. Can you build me a custom chair?
Yeah, I'm actually still fairly new at it. So just really trying to get into it. But I've built about 3-4 chairs for other people. And so, it's definitely something I want to get into. It's a lot of fun just to, really be as creative as you want and try to just make wheelchairs badass and shit.
Yeah, I mean, it's like how many people in the world have the experience that you do, right? To be able to make that chair do exactly what you want. You know what I mean?
None.
You've probably been tinkering on your own shit for years now. I mean, that's how it goes. That's how most of the good military equipment came about, is dudes that were in the field using it started fucking around with it and making it better. So I'm sure you have a leg up.
Nailed it.
On the competition. Like, seriously, nobody on earth can compete with your experience in this.
Yeah.
I've definitely had an unfair advantage, at like 8 years old, I had I met a guy named Mike Box who was my mentor and built me chairs, that would hold up and stuff. And he's actually gone on to teach me how to build my own. And so I definitely, got a head start on the competition, and, it's been fun as hell.
Hey, I want to say that I've made a massive contribution to the wheelchair community. Did you ever see FDR, American Badass?
No.
Greatest movie of all time. I think Universal sold it to Amazon Prime, so it's on Prime now. It was on Netflix for a long time. I put machine guns on FDR's wheelchair and rocket launchers so he could kill the axis of evil. And you should peep that out, because he's actually in the wheelchair the whole time, like he was supposed to be. In public, did you know that in public they used to hold him up?
I had no idea.
Do you follow anybody that's handicapped? If not, that's amazing.
No, that's boring.
That's great. Has any celebrity ever hit you up? Because that's a fetish. We have a friend of ours, we won't say his name on air. They've got wheelchair fetishes. Has anybody hit you up for sexual shit?
Dude, I've gotten some freaky stuff in the DMs.
Yeah.
A lot of requests for my pictures of my feet and stuff like that. And so I've been thinking about starting an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Just posting pictures of my feet.
Yeah, fucking do it, dude. You have to go look and see. Actually, I'll look it up now. Do you know what WikiFeet is? It's like Wikipedia for feet, my man.
For feet, yeah.
It's actually more like, it's kind of like Hot or Not for feet, if you remember that stupid site.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm going to look this up.
Round of applause, by the way, for the DMs. Can we get it? Can we get it, Delco? There it is. There it is. Yeah. It's all the ladies out there sending in nudes and shit like that to Aaron Wheelz. Is it at Aaron Wheelz? Is that your Instagram?
Yeah.
You have a
Don't send me those, though.
You have a girlfriend or a wife?
Wife, she'll strangle me.
Okay.
I kind of like that, but
So
Yeah.
look, wow, we all do. Everybody likes a little light choking. There's nothing wrong with that. But feel free then, if you're a dude out there, blast them with a dick pic, dude, and just say, hey, cool,
Yeah,
that's where we're
she
at.
can't get mad about that.
No, there's a bunch of dicks in your fucking inbox.
You
Who
don't even
cares?
like them.
No,
Well,
maybe.
we'll see. They'll grow on you.
Yeah.
Over time.
Yeah, they'll grow on you over time. Have you heard about wheelchair porn, by the way? Aaron, have you heard about wheelchair porn?
I think he's frozen.
No, we lost him. Frozen in time.
Well, there he
Wheelchair
is.
porn, by the way?
He's back now.
There you go. You're
Yeah,
back.
there we go.
here we go.
Have you heard about wheelchair porn?
Try to avoid that at all costs.
So I was unaware of it until Russell Brand married Katy Perry, and that was the rumor going around Hollywood. Was the reason why their relationship ended was because he's fucked everybody you could possibly fuck and done the craziest shit on the planet. He's even had sex with dudes and gotten sucked off with dudes. And this was in his book. Like, he wrote about this, so I'm not really speaking out of school here on that one. But the rumor was that she just could not get him off, and he would eventually just turn on, like, wheelchair porn was like the final frontier. And it was like right as you're about to come, you wheel over somebody's boner, and like in the wheelchair porn, and that's like the final
I don't
thing.
believe this is a real thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can say yeah all you want.
Bob, can you pull up wheelchair porn for us, please?
He can write it in his book, but that's stupid. That wouldn't even. Why would that be the worst thing that you would do?
I think in his mind, that's as far as you could possibly go.
You're telling me that is weirder than OBJ getting shit on by people.
Yes, because the other part of this was girls barefoot or in stockings stomping on mice, like mice and gerbil and shit like that.
I would say that getting your dick run over by a wheelchair isn't even in the same ballpark as getting shit on, or even that weird thing where a girl farts on a cake.
Yeah.
Like that's way worse. Because what you're telling me, you didn't grow up slamming your fucking dick in the refrigerator door every chance you got? Of course you did.
Bob will have an answer here. I think he accidentally played one. Is that what happened? Was that the wheels?
The audio started to play.
Man, the audio started to play from one of the wheelchair porn videos. Pop up a pic if you can, Bob.
Don't put it on the live.
Well, hang
program.
on. We'll see if it's just type in wheelchair porn.
It's not. It's
it
not
might
going
be
to
somebody
be,
in a delivery thing with like a pizza box.
No, it's not. It's not going to be.
You don't think so?
No, I promise you that whatever you find when you search for wheelchair porn is not going to be good for us to post anywhere else.
Are we gonna find Bob? It's just 2 words in a key search. Wheelchair porn.
I did. I was playing it for you.
Oh, you were playing it.
Yeah,
okay.
there was a video playing.
There was a video playing. Okay, I
There
got
it
you.
is.
All right, so you're on Pornhub right now. Yeah, wheel sex is what it's called. Okay.
Yeah, but I think this is people having sex with people in wheelchairs, not getting your dick run over by a wheelchair.
Well, we'd really have to scroll. Aaron, how much time do you have? We have hours today. We could really scroll through all of it together and have a shared experience. I think that would be a nice thing today.
You know what's a lot cooler than this?
What's that?
Is we have a probe at the sun right now. It's inside the corona, so it's inside the atmosphere of the sun, and it's taking pictures through the corona and also of the surface of the sun right now.
Right. So
That's cooler than any of this.
but that's looking at one color, right?
no, there's multiple colors.
I understand. There's multiple colors in wheelchair porn too. It's white
I haven't seen
and then
white.
blood. Look, Bob, is somebody's dick getting run over by a wheelchair? Yes or no?
I can't find that.
I don't think that's a thing. I think Russell Brand made it up, and I think he should go to jail.
I think it's too dangerous for online. Same with the thing where you're stomping on mice and killing mice.
Well,
I forget what the name of it is.
PETA will show up if you do that.
Yeah, they did. And they ended up having to pull all those down. That was the first thing that was pulled down on like all the porn sites.
You can spit in a girl's mouth, but if you step on a rat, yeah, you're going to jail.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. How long you been married, Aaron?
About 4 years now.
It's going to end after today. That's why I'm asking. So just want to make sure your 4 years were happy. Probably no prenup on that. You're going to lose a lot of money today, but we appreciate you being here, obviously.
She's probably gonna walk away with my wheelchair, so
Yeah.
I'm screwed.
Could you imagine? That would be the best walk-off of all time. Where it's just like
put everything on the top shelf and leave.
everything, yeah. Put everything on the top shelf, take all your wheelchairs and be like, dude, put all the food up high, all the drinks, all the beverages up high. And she's like, dude, fuck you.
Well, since we've already gotten you divorced today, why don't you tell us some wild stories from these Nitro Circus assholes that we're all friends with?
Yeah, what's some of the shit that like nobody knows about?
Well, one time I was at an after party and I'm chatting it up with a girl, and then out of nowhere, Travis and I think Dusty Weigel come running up, wheels, 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 and they picked me up in my chair like a king or something, and they're like, "We're saving you," and then they walked me away and took me away, and I was like, "Cool, thanks, guys, thanks."
That's awesome.
No, that's a dick move.
No, I had to do it.
Well, it depends on what the woman looked like, obviously. So, any comments on that?
I mean, I was rolling under the influence, so they probably did the best thing for me at the time.
Yeah, once your pupils get so dilated, you can't really tell what's what.
No, you can't. You can't. I had to. By the way, how much does your wheelchair weigh?
I try to keep them around 22 pounds.
Okay, because it's heavy carrying you around a party. How much do you weigh as a person?
A little bit more than that. I'm about 145, 150 right now, trying to lose about 80 pounds. So.
Nah, I wouldn't do that.
Now, how tall are you?
Sitting down or sitting down?
Oh boy, nailed it. Nailed it.
That was a stupid question.
That was dumb, wasn't it?
You're a dick.
But still, holding fucking 170 fucking pounds over your head is.
I had to do it once.
Although Travis is, he's got straight up retard strength.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like that dude could drink all the booze that we have on this whole set and he would still be functional somehow. I don't know what his deal was.
Pastrana, yeah.
He's a superhero.
He is.
And he'll do it with a broken collarbone, too.
know, right?
So
Jesus
he's
Christ.
crazy.
Oh
He
yeah,
did
he's fucking
That
crazy.
last big jump he did with the helicopter and all that shit, his wrist was still broken from the thing before that.
Yeah.
For Night World Games 2 or whatever.
Yeah.
He had a broken wrist on that stunt. That guy's a fucking lunatic.
Yeah, he's nuts. By the way, I wasn't lying about carrying somebody in a wheelchair above my head numerous times. You know who was? You ever seen Malcolm in the Middle? Mm-hmm. It was Frankie Muniz. One of my first movies ever was, there was a dream sequence. He was in this, it's called Miracle in Lane 2. He was in a wheelchair as a child, and he would have dreams about what he would do in the wheelchair. And he hit like the game-winning home run, and I was on the team, and I had to carry him above my head in this wheelchair over and over and over again. And I had like 3 lines. It was one of my first things. It was going to air on Christmas. Whole family was gathered around, and they cut my part. All you could see was my arms carrying him in a wheelchair. It was so fucking heavy. I was so sore the next day that, like, bravo for those guys carrying you around, getting you out of the bar. That's no easy feat, you know? Because you've got to hold on to the brakes.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, it was pretty scary trusting those guys. Because I was doing a loop. I don't know if you've seen the footage of that, but Travis was supposed to throw a pad under me and missed. So we definitely have some trauma in our relationship.
Travis is so nice and trusting, but it's like, and you want to give all your trust to him, but he doesn't always come through at the last minute. But then he will race over and kind of laugh it off like, you're fine, right? Everything's fine. It's not fine, Travis. It's not. I saw that footage that you're talking about. That looked fucking gnarly. Did you get a concussion from that?
Yeah, I was actually seeing stars for a bit, and my vision was all gray. But, you know, I can't hate Travis. He has the best of intentions, you know?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, totally. Totally. Somebody's asking me if that Frankie Muniz story was true. Yes, it was true, actually. That still haunts my dream. Every time I see him, I don't have good feelings about him. He got CTE, by the way. He turned into a race car driver after Malcolm in the Middle. And it claims that he doesn't remember starring on the show. I just read that article like 2 days ago. Race car driving is expensive. So is Nitro Circus. The costs that go behind everything you do, how much is the average wheelchair that you build?
A chair like the one I ride would go for close to like $5,000.
Shit. Jesus. Man.
Yeah, I'm an expensive man.
Yeah, what happens when you break a wheel or whatever, you know, doing all your stunts and all that stuff? Is it another $5,000 on top of it, or are you proficient enough in fixing it on your own?
I'm definitely able to basically fix most of the chair, like stuff like the wheels. Thankfully, I have sponsors that help me out with that because that shit's expensive. But as far as like the frame and stuff like that, I'm able to, you know, weld and fabricate all that stuff. So that definitely helps.
Yeah, it looks like you have a pretty extensive garage behind you. Is that where you do all your work?
Yeah, this is the shop. Got some tools over here, some dogs over there.
That's badass. What's that purple one? Are you working on a new one? Is that part of your old one?
This purple?
Yeah.
Some new wheels. So I just got these. Some green. So kind of pop pretty good with the green. So
that's awesome. Where are you based out of?
I'm in Vegas.
Everybody's in Vegas. Why Vegas for extreme sports? Lavin's out there too. TJ Lavin, all those guys.
Lavin grew up there, but like the Red Bull was huge there for a long time. That was one of their main. Fucking Matt Pivo. That's one of their main marketing areas for years. Probably because you can do whatever the fuck you want there.
Well, Travis is sponsored by Red Bull. Are you sponsored by Red Bull as well?
No, I'm not. I don't have an energy drink sponsor yet, so.
God damn it, dude.
Come on, Red Bull.
Come on, Red Bull. They've got plenty of money.
Right? It's like, who needs legs when you got wings?
Exactly. Have you ever jumped out of an airplane in your wheelchair?
No, not with my wheelchair. Without my wheelchair, but I always had this dream of, you know, skydiving on my chair, you know, coming in for a landing, cutting the chute off, and hitting a mega ramp, you know, like just like.
Like at velocity, like just take it right in. That would be fucking cool, yeah.
That'd be rad.
I mean, if Travis can jump out of a plane with no parachute on, I feel like you should be able to do this.
Yeah.
I mean, might be the last thing I do, but sounds hella fun.
Yeah, well.
Has he ever pulled you in? Because I've seen some of the footage where he's pulling people in and then hitting off ramps. Has he ever pulled you in on a motorbike?
I'm just messing around. Like I'll like grab onto the back of his bike and he'll pull me around. But we haven't done anything super gnarly with that. I don't know. As far as our track record together, I don't know if I trust him.
This is the second time you've said that on the show. I'm starting to feel like you guys might not be friends in real life.
Yeah. Blink twice if Travis is holding a gun.
Yeah, exactly. Is he off screen right now? There it is. For the audio listeners, he did blink twice. Travis is in the room.
I think he was doing Morse code there. There's something more going on.
Yeah.
I don't know Morse code, but we'll alert the authorities.
I think it's because we're only seeing you from the top up. I think it's peanut butter's on his balls, dogs licking. There's a couple dogs that keep walking by there in the background. And that's fine if that's what you're into. We don't kink shame on this show.
I don't
Never
see
have,
how.
never will.
Let's be real about that. Nobody's getting abused in that scenario.
Yeah.
A dog loves peanut butter more than any creature that it's ever existed could hate cock and nuts.
Yeah.
Like that's not even a fucking maybe and fucking no. The dog sees. He knows he's got dick and balls. He knows what they are.
Yeah.
He licks his own for Christ's sake. And you think it's fucking weird for him to lick mine?
I don't even think the dog cares.
No, the dog doesn't care.
It's just skin.
My dog sees something disgusting on the ground, walks up to it, looks at it for a second, and then buries his shoulder into it and starts rolling around in it. So you think he's worried about... I use fucking very expensive creams and powders on my dick and ball area.
Yeah.
Right? It's shorn. It's nice.
Sure.
Brittany told me 2 days ago I had nice balls.
Look,
right?
you got to go with a, what is it? I think it's either a 1 or a 2 on the Manscaped.
I go with the 2 for the top side and a 1 for the balls.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Because otherwise I get like ingrown hairs if I go too short on the top side.
Sure.
But on the balls, right?
Yeah.
I don't want anything on there. I want them to be able to, like, if they fucking land in water, I want them to look like a fucking pelican scooping water out of it. You know what I mean? No
Nothing.
disruption.
Yeah.
No friction.
And Aaron, we had a male porn star once on the show who gave us a pro tip. And this is for you in case you've never done it. I don't know if you shave your balls regularly or maybe you're planning on it in the future. He said dip them in cold water so they shrink up. That way there's less area to shave. And then you can really get a nice...
Yeah. You're supposed to do the same thing with chicken wings, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, bro. Yeah. So it's reversed, though. So what you do is you put your chicken wings in the refrigerator, let them get super cold, then you take them out and pour scalding hot water all over them before you cook them. And it makes the skin bind back down to the meat. So you don't get
Did not know that.
Loose skin on chicken wings. Is there anything worse in life than going to a place where, the wings look good. You get the wings, and it's some soggy, shitty fucking wing with the skin hanging off of it?
Yeah.
That should be considered a hate crime.
It should be. I can't stand. I'll leave them or send them back.
Oh, I'll send them back every fucking time.
Yeah, I like them
That's
crispy.
the only good thing about Buffalo Wild Wings is that they've figured that out over time. It's an institutional thing there, so you could just tell them to cook them for 17 minutes, and they know what that means. It's like extra crispy.
That's exactly what I told them.
Yeah, all of them know what that means. It's like the secret menus at all the fucking In-N-Outs and shit. They all know what it means.
Yeah.
So.
I got a question for you here because they just opened up a Wingstop on the way back home. They're serving thighs now. Can you get down on chicken thighs?
I mean, it depends on the chicken, I guess.
A thigh though? I don't want a fried thigh. That's not what I'm there for. I'm there for a wing.
At a chicken wing place, that's weird. At KFC, it's good.
Yeah, it's called Wingstop. Rick Ross owns it. He might own. I don't know if he owns the chain or just like 32 of them or something like that. How do you get down? Blue cheese or ranch on the wings, Aaron?
Ranch all the way.
Shit.
Where are you from originally? You from Vegas?
Yeah, born and raised.
See, that's I would have thought you were like a southern white girl.
Yeah, that's some white trash shit. My wife is like that. She loves ranch.
I like ranch too.
Really?
I'll put ranch in this fucking soda. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, so same with my wife too.
But I
I'm
grew up
blue
in
cheese
South
all the way.
Carolina. I didn't grow up in Las Vegas, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, Vegas is a different story.
Although Vegas is kind of like Ireland or England. Like they have a type of food, but it's nobody talks about it, and the locals don't really eat it anymore.
No.
Right? They just eat everything else.
Do you gamble a lot? Everybody asks if you're in Vegas if you go and gamble a lot.
I don't gamble anymore. I had a little bit of a gambling problem for a bit and learned some hard lessons from that.
Yeah, I bet. I'm learning some hard lessons from being in the hospital for a little bit. A lot of people are asking what this is, by the way, that I'm wearing. Andrew Ball, our new head of sales, sent this into me. And he said, now that you're an old, frail man, I'm giving you this old man's sweater. And so I'm wearing this today in his honor.
Well,
Thank you, Andrew Ball, for sending this to me. It came from Amazon. You know they're making their own clothing now?
Yeah, Amazon Basics.
Yeah, and this is Amazon Essentials is in the labeling here.
Yeah, I hate to be the one to tell you, but that is not for men.
It's not, right?
No.
Yeah, this is. So what I said was, because we were pre-taping some shows for later on in the week, what I said was this felt like a Gam Shaw type deal where it's just like this goes with it.
You should just get a Slinket, which is a knockoff brand of the what's the real one? I can't remember the real one.
Oh shit! What's the real one that used to wrap up in
Snuggie?
Snuggie, yeah, that's it. Snuggie, yeah.
Snuggie. It's the knockoff brand.
Yeah. This is definitely. I said earlier, I was like, I'm a jar of Werther's short of where I need to be for the holidays. It's remarkably comfortable, and I'm going to be honest with you. Wearing women's clothes is something that Adam Levine does, and I kind of get it now. Very comfortable cardigan. It's beautiful. Whoever the tiny, Chinese fingers are that made this thing over there and got it shipped over season time before Christmas, thank you. This is very warm and inviting. I really like him. I love wearing this thing
Aaron,
today.
are you wearing women's clothing in your day-to-day, or how's that work?
Basically this chair is actually a woman's size.
Oh, shit. Is it really?
I have a small ass, so kind of.
I think that might be racist. I don't know how or why.
Yeah, do you compete as a man or a woman then? What do you identify as these days?
A cyborg, because I'm half metal,
Yeah, for sure. For sure. So I'm seeing a bunch of your videos here in the Olympics. Have you competed in the Olympics?
No, you have to pass a drug test to do that. I just participated in the opening ceremony. So it was honestly really cool. They ended up hitting me up and said that they would build a fat ramp, and they brought me out for that, and it was honestly a huge honor.
Where was it?
So I actually did the Winter Olympics in Vancouver quite a while back, and then just more recently I got to do the opening ceremonies of the Rio Paralympics.
Oh, shit.
That's dope.
How's Brazil? Is it fucking awesome? I've yet to go.
It's awesome. I was kind of worried about getting my organs harvested, but it was a really awesome place.
Is that a real thing? You hear those stories, Dan. You know more about that shit than I do. Are they really snatching people up, harvesting organs?
I don't know if they're harvesting organs, but they're definitely selling people into sexual slavery.
Oh, really?
Yeah, big time.
Wow.
Yep.
Fucking Brazil,
Quite
man.
a bit. Although if you go north of the cities, it's more like somebody's going to come steal your shoes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Russell Brand could have fucking bought you. Kept you on the inside. Instead of watching videos, he could have had the real thing, dude. Kept you on a track, locked up on a track, so that way you've got to only roll over boners in like a big garage, like a warehouse type thing.
It would be like a train track.
Yeah.
And he would put a costume on his boner like a woman in distress.
Yeah.
And it'd be like tied up by rope, and it would be like the old school movie, like,
yeah.
Oh no, she's going to get run over. And then a hero has to come save him. But in this case, the hero is his own hand.
That'd be oh my God. Would that be the worst nightmare of all time? You're stuck inside this warehouse. They give you enough food and drink to stay alive, but your only job is literally just to roll over Russell Brand's boner in a warehouse.
That would be dope. It depends on the pay, right?
Yeah.
Russell Brand's a cool guy too. He's really smart.
Very smart.
If that's all
great
you had
podcast.
To do,
yeah.
If that's all you had to do and you get paid well and fucking get to hang out with the dude, I would do that.
What's your number, Aaron, to wheel over a guy's dick?
Not your phone number. How much would it cost is what he's asking.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'd be happy with $500,000.
That's actually lower than I would have guessed.
I don't want to get greedy.
No, but I think we could get Nate Wessel to build a pretty sweet train track thing.
Yeah.
And then you can take the wheels off and just it sits in the grooves like an actual.
Yeah.
This is the more I think about it, the more we need to contact Russell Brand.
And I'd like to hire an old man conductor. So I'd like to kind of build you into the front, like the front of a train. Like essentially your wheelchair is the front of the train.
How did this go?
And then have a car.
This is like an 18th century Transformers now.
You want to make sure he doesn't go off the track, right? Like, because that's important.
No, he's the fucking stunt man. He knows what he's doing.
I understand that, but look, if you want to go various speeds on it, because that's going to heighten the intensity sexually, obviously, you might want to put a little more weight behind it, get an old man conductor behind you and be like, give it the old train, woo-woo, and then the boner killer's coming through, and then maybe you have some type of thing on the front that just says boner killer on the front of your wheelchair.
And then he can't come anymore unless he hears the train horn.
Yeah, and that's the trigger. That's the whistle.
I don't know what you thought you were going to do today.
We're only 40 minutes in, Aaron, and this is going to get so much worse.
It probably wasn't this, huh?
Yeah.
You know, honestly, I kind of expected this, so we're good. We're good.
Yeah, you know Jared Taylor. Shit.
Yeah, you know Jared. Like, yeah, you know the rules here on this show. But yeah, I think there's a big market for it, Aaron. $500,000. The last time somebody went that low was Rocco. I'm going to go old school on this. And it was to get fucked by a dude. So we called his wife on air because he goes, look, I'm not setting that number. My wife is. And we called his wife live on air, and she said $500,000.
She undervalues his butthole.
Correct.
Quite a bit, I think.
Correct. And you undervalue rolling over a man's boner.
That's not the lowest one. Tiana Trump was on the show, and she said she would let somebody shit.
Right.
She said she would let somebody shit in her mouth for $50,000.
$50,000.
$50,000? I wouldn't do anything for that.
No. What about you, Aaron? You're waving your hands up like you're down for that.
Bro, $50,000 is $50,000.
No.
Oh, no. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Cut that clip and send it to his family right
yes.
now.
No, please don't.
Oh, no, that'll be up on the internet in like an hour. $50,000 is $50,000. You heard it here first. Aaron Wheelz, for $50K, you can shit in his mouth if you're out there.
Yeah, it's www.aaronwheelz- you can shit in my mouth for $50,000.com/
Drinkin Bros.
Drinkin Bros.
Yeah.
Because you get a
discount.
Promo code.
Yeah, you get a promo code for it.
That's a long URL, but look, folks.
Is it a man or a woman for $50,000?
Probably a dog. I don't know.
Oh, shit.
That's a hard choice.
Yeah.
Why are you saying yes to that? A dog is cool?
Here's what I think is funny. the weirdness around sexuality is so weird that it matters to you whether or not the person shitting in your mouth is a man or a woman.
Yes, it matters.
Yeah, that's how fucking stupid we all are.
No, it matters. It's the hang. I don't want to see a dick and balls hanging over my face as well, along with the asshole.
I would rather see that because that's already disgusting. And now I'm not putting one thing that I like with one thing that I'm really grossed out by because that can play weird tricks on your brain, my man.
That's true, but what about the dog? Like, you were down for the dog.
The dog that's nothing. Dogs shit on everything all the time. I've stepped in and cleaned up so much dog shit at this point in my life, having 3 dogs, that's not even a thing anymore.
Right.
Didn't you also once wade in human shit in Iraq for a while?
I did, yeah. So Iraq has medians in their streets in the same way that America does.
Sure.
The difference is every third median or so in Iraq turns out to be what I like to call quicksand, right? Mm-hmm. But it's not sand. And it's not water. It's sewage runoff and regular ass dirt, right?
Jesus Christ!
And I stepped into it. It looked like a flat, hard surface. I stepped into it and went all the way up to my dick and balls.
No way. Yeah. What do you do in that moment?
Well, I was at the very beginning of a 13-mile march towards doing a raid that night. So
shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it sucked.
Did everybody else have to smell you and were they pissed off?
I mean, look, everything smells pretty bad there in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
I threw away the clothes and boots after, but I mean, yeah, it's not a pleasant smell area, pretty much anywhere in that country.
Marcus Luttrell told us on the show one time that he shit himself on the way up to some 13-mile. It was a big thing.
It happens all the time. What the fuck are you gonna do? You can't stop. You can't even stop to shit. If it's like. If you can stop to shit and wipe your ass and leave, but if you have like dysentery or some shit like that and it keeps coming, you can't stop and shit every 5 minutes.
That's what he said. And so I go, what did the rest of the guys think? And he goes, I had to go to the back, and because they didn't want to be behind me smelling that the entire time. Yeah. So, my God, man, 13 miles you walked in that shit?
I mean, it wasn't like I shit myself. It was on the outside of my clothes, and after a couple of minutes, it kind of started to dry. But it's still disgusting, yeah.
God damn it, dude.
Yeah. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. You can shit in this guy's mouth for $50,000.
$50,000. Aaron Wheelz, dude. Go to Instagram. Hit him up and just say, look, I got $50K. What if here's the thing. You know that if I called Street by Tommy or we could do an Pastrana GoFundMe
right now.
We could have this funded in an hour. Would you let us videotape it?
Can I go to $500,000? $500,000?
$500,000 is what you said, yeah.
Is
It's on
it too
the
late?
record.
No,
Yeah, it's too late.
It was 50,000.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, it was 50,000. No,
He's
that's right.
asking to bump it up to half.
$500,000 is for the wheelchair porn. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we're not. And I will in no way be involved in anyone shitting in anyone else's mouth.
Jared will.
I'm sure he will, yeah.
Jared's always wanted to direct a porn. You might as well, if you're going to start with it, you might as well start as dark as you can and then move up. So for $50K, we're going to start a GoFundMe for Aaron Wheelz and then really get, I mean, is your wife, are you going to tell your wife about this episode when you get out of here?
There's a good chance I might not. So
Yeah.
Well, good. She doesn't watch the show. What did you get her for Christmas?
still working on that.
You still
Do
working
you
on
guys
it?
have any thoughts?
We got 5 days until Christmas. Everybody, let's say what, female wise?
Here's my problem. Anything that myself or Brittany sees during our daily lives that we want, we just get it.
Yeah.
So then it comes this time of year, we're like, fuck. Here's a fucking paperclip, asshole. Like, I don't
Yeah, me and my wife don't have like expensive taste for like crazy shit. So like, she wanted these pants that were, what are the steel ones? That's, God damn it.
Steel pants?
Pans, P-A-N-S. They're Lodge.
Calphalon, probably.
No, not Teflon.
Oh, you mean like cast iron?
Yes,
Yeah, yeah.
yes. So she wanted a bunch of cast iron, but there was like a set of them of like 10 where you can make pizzas on some of them, some other crazy shit on some of them.
I've got that set.
So that's what I got her for Christmas. She does watch the show, so I'm not spilling anything because I gave it to her because we're going out of town here. So she knows what she got. But you're 5 days until Christmas and haven't got your wife anything.
It was nice knowing you guys.
Yeah, dude. You're going to get shit in your mouth for 50 grand, but you haven't gotten your wife a Christmas gift 5 days before.
That's what he's using the 50 grand for.
Yeah, honestly, she would love a new kitchen, so it might just work out.
Yeah, look, that's going to run you 50. I can tell you that.
The problem,
At least.
the problem in Vegas is you can't like fake a natural disaster because they just don't happen there.
No.
Like there's no really serious weather there unless it's heat that fucks something up. Like you can't flood your house and be like, oops, insurance. Like,
Yeah.
Like the way you defrauded the insurance companies.
Not me.
Oh yeah.
No, fuck
Big
no.
time, yeah.
Yeah, could you imagine?
You and 30% of Texas homeowners.
That'd be the fucking worst. I'll tell you what, I would have given all that money back not to leave my fucking house for Christ's sakes. That was a nightmare. It was 4 months of hell, and my year just continually got better.
A gun
after
is
that.
always a good gift.
Yeah, do you have any firearms?
Does your wife like to shoot?
Sorry, lost you guys for a sec.
That's all right. Yeah, would your wife like to shoot?
She has a couple guns actually, and I got a few AKs and stuff.
Nice.
So
Maybe get her something for that. There's a dope ass gun place there. What's the name of it?
I mean, there's a bunch, but
The one where you can shoot the Tommy guns and shit.
oh yeah, take her to Battlefield Vegas. Yeah.
Yeah.
drive a tank.
Yeah,
There
you
we
can do
go.
that. Yeah, that's a good one. You can drive a tank over a car actually for like $600.
Dude, Vegas is the easiest place to get gifts because you can do anything. You take helicopters. Is she able-bodied person? Is she in a wheelchair too, or?
She uses a wheelchair occasionally. Just she has some like issues with some of her joints and stuff. So I actually built her a chair. She was the first person I built a chair, and so we'll go mobbing around.
Oh, that's awesome. Is that hard to travel though? Like, is she able to drive?
Yeah, she can drive, and so either. I mean, we both use hand controls from time to time. So, yeah.
Got it. Yeah, look, Vegas is an easy gift to get because there's so much cool shit you can do there. I mean, you can you can take a helicopter over, what is it, Grand Canyon, Hoover Dam.
Yeah, Maverick helicopters there.
Yeah.
That's who Piva works with.
Yeah, why don't you do something cool like that? Is that something you thought of?
Honestly, I haven't put too much thought into it. I'm always pretty late on Christmas, but I actually got something I'm working on right now for her, building her a present. So handmade is better than purchased,
for sure.
Right?
I agree. I just can't build anything. I'm not a handyman.
You should make her a catapult or something like that so you can fuck with your neighbors.
Yeah.
To start launching shit into their yards. We had this idea to build, and actually I should reach out to Nate Wessel about this because I don't know who else I would even use to do this, but we wanted to start building like trebuchets and siege towers next to, like, buy the property next to a federal building and then start building trebuchets and siege towers and shit.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, guys, what are you doing over there? Like, oh, we're building.
Yeah. Just building, that's it.
Yeah, but why are you building a siege tower? Like, I don't know what that means.
No reason whatsoever.
Just in case.
We built a little, we had I guess you would call it a slingshot. It held about 20 pounds in college. And you could huck some shit like a...
We used to do that at Myrtle Beach a lot. We would get those 3-man fucking balloon things and just launch them all the way across the entirety of Myrtle Beach.
Yes.
Like, we're all like super young athletic dudes filling these things up and just, and they would go, it had to go half a mile.
I was going to say, I think we got ours close to 400 yards, 350, 400 yards, somewhere in there. And we could put a 2-liter in it, watch it explode. The one thing you never think about is if you actually hit a person.
I didn't want to hit anybody, but if it's
I didn't either.
If it's
that was never the goal.
If it's a balloon filled with water, at most, that's going to suck a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Right? They're not going to lose a limb or anything, so fuck them, right?
Yeah.
That's a victimless crime, in my opinion, although the cops did show up.
Did they really? Oh, yeah.
And they disagreed with our premise that it was a victimless crime.
Yeah. The cops showed up once for us. It was a burrito. But full of all leftover shit. Yeah. We shot a burrito, and it actually went through someone's window.
They probably thought it was shitter. Oh, it was in the wrapper still?
Yeah. We had to wrap it up in cellophane to get it, because a burrito won't hold when you're on as soon as you pull that thing back, that's going to fly everywhere.
Yeah.
So we put it in cellophane and kind of wrapped it up, but it ended up going, the strength of it was so strong, it went through somebody's window in their house. Their floor was all fucked up. We had to pay for that.
Whatever.
But the cops came, and it was not a pleasant experience. You ever been arrested?
No, actually. I've been charged with battery, but that's it.
Who'd you beat up?
A guy in a wheelchair.
Shut the fuck up. You went full murder ball on somebody.
Yeah, he was talking shit about Aaron's wheelchair. He's like, what the fuck did you say to me?
Yeah, how does that start? How does that even happen?
Honestly, he was just one of those pathological liar dudes, and he was basically just talking crap to me for years. I saw him at Walmart, and I'm actually going back to my truck, and he came out the door, and he's all just yelling at me and saying all this gibberish, and I went back into Walmart, chased him back in there, and I punched him.
What state was this
in the Walmart?
Yeah, this was in Vegas.
Oh, God.
Because that sounds like
a classic Walmart story,
well,
by the
it sounds
way.
like a Florida story as well.
Yeah.
So it's hard to tell. Guys.
So both of you got arrested inside the Walmart?
No. He didn't get in trouble. I actually ended up getting grabbed by those undercover, loss prevention guys. They grabbed me pretty quick because I had turned around and I was dipping, I was like, I'm going back to my truck. I'm out. And, he grabbed me and the cops came, and I ended up just getting a ticket for simple battery, and it was bullshit. But
how bad did you beat this fucking guy?
Not very bad. Just I got one punch in, and then his large wife kind of pulled me off, and yeah, I didn't get redemption is all.
I like how you included the size of his wife.
Yeah.
I feel like that's relevant.
And you have to at Walmart, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it's assumed.
Yeah.
Right? If you had just said wife, we would have assumed large wife. If you would have said thin wife, that would have been the shocker.
And every arrest at a Walmart, what you never read in the headlines is hot young wife arrested at Walmart. It's usually 350 or bigger. Was she pushing 350? How big was this chick?
I think she was up.
No way. Higher?
I don't know. Maybe not that high, but around 353.
Shit. Did you any part of you want to punch her at all? Because I'm sure she had to do something, right, in this?
Well, she gouged my neck with her large nails, and so I had these scrapes, and I was trying to tell the cops. I was like, "Look what she did to me! Look what she did to me! I'm in a wheelchair, And yeah, I was the only one that got in trouble that day.
That raises a good question, though. If two people in wheelchairs are fighting, is it ethical for a person not in a wheelchair to stop the fight?
Or is it ethical to say, dude, protect me, I'm in a wheelchair when the other guy's in a wheelchair as well.
Yeah.
Like, Aaron, that's kind of fucked up.
Well, no, but the other guy did it first by having his wife intervene in the fucking first place.
Got it.
He was just trying to get out of trouble. That's a whole different situation.
Sure. How is the Vegas Walmart? Is it the same as everywhere else in America?
Yeah, I mean, they're pretty nice. Not
Really?
bad for a Walmart.
Proud of you, Aaron. Proud of you.
It's a Walmart.
Yeah. Now's the point in the show we get to the Drinkin' Bro of the Week, which is someone who has inspired you or helped you become the person you are today. Who would you like to give the Drinkin' Bro of the Week to?
I would have to say Drinkin' Bro goes to, gotta say Travis. For sure, Travis.
Where did he find you, by the way? How did you guys hook up?
At a Walmart.
Yeah.
Travis was the other guy in the wheelchair.
That'd be amazing.
No. So I actually got connected with Travis through one of the producers of Nitro Circus. And so they brought me out, and that's kind of how it all started. And, just super grateful for the opportunity that, Travis really gave me to pursue a lot of my dreams, just because no one was letting a guy on a wheelchair hit big ramps because they're worried about, insurance and stuff. And so, the fact that they actually gave me that opportunity to hit their ramp and, without that, I wouldn't be where I am today. And so, shout out to Trav for that.
Yeah, in all sincerity, man. I mean, look, we've known him for years at this point. He's been on the show a bunch of times. He really is one of the most genuine, nicest people there are. I mean, granted, he didn't help you out with your concussion and all that shit. But for real, if you sit down and have a conversation with him, one of the most positive people there is, and he's always looking to help people and give them opportunities. It's nice to hear that you guys are going back out on the road again. Any chance that MTV is going to reboot the series and put Nitro Circus back on, because they're doing that with a lot of shows now?
I mean, I'm really not involved with that decision making, but the days that we were doing, some filming for Nitro and it was on MTV, it was honestly some of the most fun I've ever had. So I definitely hope that that's, something that, kind of happens again. Would be sick.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Yeah, because, I mean, look, you guys are doing movies and stuff, and the movies are doing well. It'd be crazy if MTV didn't revisit it. It seems like every network is revisiting old shows right now, because right now it's like ridiculousness on 23 and a half hours a day and then one Jersey Shore, it feels like.
Yeah, ridiculousness TV.
Yeah.
MTV.
Are you friends with Deerdick and those guys?
I actually got to go to the Fantasy Factory and meet Rob, and he pulled me into the foam pit with this little go-kart thing he had. And, he was definitely one of the coolest people I've met. Sadly, I haven't gotten to hang out with him a whole bunch, but, he's definitely the man. And he's honestly one of the big influences in my life.
Rob Deerdick is too?
Yeah, I love Rob.
No shit. Is it weird that I only knew him from the show? I heard he was a big skateboarder back in the day. Is that true?
Yeah, big skater. He's just like, I don't know, like meeting him, he was just like how you see him on TV, right? And just super humble, super cool. He actually invited me into his office. Wasn't like that, but he invited me into his office when I was at the Fantasy Factory, and we just, broed down and had a solid conversation. And that's really one of the highlights I've ever had.
That's awesome. Well, look, tell everybody where they can find you out there. You go by Aaron Fotheringham, which is your real name on YouTube. Why not Aaron Wheelz?
I think that username was taken.
Was it really?
Actually, no. It's taken on TikTok. Someone has that. But
oh boy.
Yeah, I probably should switch it up to Aaron Wheelz now that I think about it. A little bit easier.
Yeah, no, because I'm looking at your channel now. You got 37,000 subscribers. Are you shooting new content as we speak?
Not so much for YouTube. I really have a hard time getting motivated to put videos up on there. I definitely want to make a new edit for 2022, just with some more like updated tricks and stuff. But yeah, I'm not a huge YouTuber.
Okay, great. And are you on? You said you're on TikTok.
Yeah, Aaron Wheelz with 2 Z's.
Great. And then your Instagram handle as well.
Aaron Wheelz with a Z.
Hell yeah. Dude, thanks for being on today, man. And thanks for being cool about us using you in our Greg Abbott's video. You're an awesome guy, super inspirational. And keep making videos for people, man. It really helps. And you probably don't, spend much time thinking about it every day, but it really helps people out there. So we need guys like you continuing to push the limits.
I appreciate you guys. Thanks for having me on. If you're ever in Vegas, hit me up.
We'll be there the 17th through the 22nd at SHOT Show. So.
Yeah. We'll be there soon. We'll hit you up for sure.
I'm bringing the train track.
Yeah, dude, bring the train track.
Running over dicks. We need to have a second party now, I guess.
I know.
Shit.
Just for your the wheelchair porn.
Yeah.
And then obviously, the 50K. We'll get somebody to shit in your mouth too while we're there.
Yeah.
2 birds with 1 stone, Aaron. You know what I'm saying?
Let's do it.
Yeah. Well, thanks for letting us get you canceled today. Follow Aaron Wheelz. Greatly appreciate your time today, brother. For D'Anthony Holloway, I'm Ross Patterson. This is the Drinkin' Bros podcast. Good night, everyone.